Well, it's early in the morning here in August, but we're out here at the log cabin and we've gotten, I guess, some storms. This big old pine tree down here on the creek fell right towards the cabin here. It looks like it fell. There were some oak trees right here, and you can see where it snapped this one right in half. So it definitely broke the fall of the pine, but it did get on the cabin a little bit. It looks like so far maybe there's not any damage to the cabin. Again, you can see how that tree there is bowed, but I really think that probably broke the fall of everything, those trees. But today we came out here, we got out here early because it's hot, it's August, and we're gonna see if we can cut some of this off the cabin. I'm hoping there's not damage we don't know about, because you know, that pine tree might not have really caused too much damage, but you can see, well, it's dark, you can't hardly see, but above it, the oak tree is bowed over, and it's really on the cabin more. Comes across there. So I am up here on top of the cabin here, and I don't know if you can tell how this is kind of a darker color, but there's almost like a layer of moss or something on this tin. And actually slipped and almost fell off of this roof right now. It's a little damp with the morning dew. So I don't really know. I don't know if we need to let it dry out or not, but it's definitely scary because I don't know if that's my skid mark from my shoe or not, but I slid and I was headed towards that edge right there, but kind of get you a view of what the trees look like on top here. And we do need to try to get them off. I just don't know if we need to let it dry out a little bit first. So we moved the ladder around to this side, planning on climbing up where the tree is. That way if we start to slip, we'll have something to grab onto, or we might slide right down into the limb, keep from falling off the edge. Once you start sliding, there's nothing to hold on to. It's kind of crazy. I didn't think about the roof being slick, but again, it's got a layer of, I don't know if you'd want to call it scum or moss or something like that. It's slick up there. Definitely nerve-wracking when you're up there.
Okay, he's gonna climb up in the tree here, try to cut the top that's on that building, if possible. Okay, now what we don't want to happen is him to cut it and it spring back on him. That would be a disaster. What we're gonna try to do is cut that very top out. Taking a little more weight off of it. Okay, we re-situated ourselves here, got it in a different position to cut the actual top out of the tree. He's gonna start. All right, that was the top. The only thing I think holds it, there's a small oak tree. When the pine fell, 2 oak trees come with it. That small pine oak is holding everything up now. Okay, we're now tying the big oak to the top of the pine tree. So when we cut the pine tree top, both of them will come down at the same time and not damage the steps. That's the plan. As y'all can see, we tied off the oak to that top. When he cut it, it snapped that rope like it wasn't even there. The whole top and the bigger oak tree come flying down, and it could have been a disaster. We lucked out though. We got the main part off. All we got now is this little oak here. And when that top come off, it bent the tin on the roof just a little bit.
Now he's gonna take the tractor and get some of the limbs out of the way, hopefully. It'll fit in between the trees. See how that thing works. The old grabbers. I guess he's taking them across the creek, so it is gonna work. He did break one pole off going in between the trees, but other than that, it is working. Not sure where he's going with them. I had a pretty good brush pile going, and he's grabbing the whole brush pile with the tractor and moving the whole brush pile out of the way. Guess he's gonna move it all, but I guess I need to get that ladder back up there and just keep cutting that pine up. Well, we got it off the cabin. There at the end, I didn't video it, but he got his tractor. That one oak limb was still on the, or tree was still on the cabin. He got his tractor and picked it up. Then we set the ladder on top of it and just started cutting chunks off of that main oak that was holding everything up. So now we've got all the tops off, and like I say, all the weight is off the cabin. I always find it amazing how seems like even when big storms come through towns and everything, that how so many big trees fall and just barely keep from just obliterating houses and cabins. So we barely dodged a bullet on that one again. Damaged the tin a little bit, but could have been a whole lot worse. Now we just got a big mess to clean up. Still working on cleaning up here for now. We're trying to salvage as much of the picnic table as we could. Maybe we salvaged a little bit of it. One side for sure is going to be salivated or messed up. We're cutting that log into 12-foot sections. He's going to go put it on his trailer. See if we can get it sawed up into lumber. This last log turned out to be hollow at the bottom. I don't know how much of that'll be good lumber. I think we're done working for the day. I believe we may come back another day for the firewood. He may haul some logs in. We may just have to carry 2 in at a time. We don't know how heavy they are. I'm thinking they're pretty heavy. So you can see we've still got that tree to cut. We cut, of course, that pine is gone. That other oak is gone. We've still got that one there. It is kind of leaning towards the cabin. We may end up hooking a come along on it, pulling it this way and cutting it down. I guess we salvaged about 3/4 of the picnic table, but we got the trees off the cabin, so that was the main thing.